How much money do you make?
At the gym? I don't make any money at the gym right now.
So how much money do you have?
No, nothing. I'm in the negatives. That's how business is.
That's awesome, man. Welcome, Carrington. What an interesting name. Carrington.
Call me Carrie for short.
No. Carrington's the name. Because I'm here on this channel. My goal is... Sorry, I heard Carrington. That's fucking hilarious to me. No, but like, legit, this channel is only like the most core knit, like 7,000 guys who watch our stuff.
Yeah.
They're absolute degenerates.
Is it
like
through
me.
subscription? Through subscription?
Yeah, so through our OnlyFans link, that's how they...
Actually?
No.
But
We're
there's other subscription services.
For what?
You know,
PH
there's
Premium?
It's for the content creators, you know.
I don't know any of that bullshit. What I do know is that this is Carrington. Oh, I brought it back. You see that? God damn, I'm fucking good at this shit. He is the owner of the gym I go to.
Just a janitor, to be honest.
What I find really fucking interesting about this guy is I know he's either loaded as hell or he is one of the most successful businesses. We'll get into it. It's dope. It looks cool. The gym is awesome. I'm going to say what I think from an outside perspective, but I feel like this guy is secretly loaded as fuck. I don't know. But he always shows up to the gym in his little, like, how fuck can I say this? I don't know. His 2000s distressed jeans with a very attitude. And I don't know. I feel like you drive a shit box, don't you? I bet you do.
I have a leased vehicle.
What?
I don't own a vehicle myself.
Yeah, you're just a... It's so interesting because I know that you have so much success, or at least what the world would deem as success in your life, yet you are not just humble, but I think you might even be overly humble. And it scares me a little bit.
No, man. You know the Asian way?
Yeah, we're gonna... The goal of today's video is to find out some shit about you. Like, I need to know who you actually are, because I've known you for like a month and I still don't know anything about you.
There's nothing exciting, man.
Okay, why do you think, Carrie, that, like, first off, in your words, can you tell the people that what you do?
I run a gym.
Mm-hmm.
You can see me mopping it and vacuuming day to day.
That's not a lie either.
You know, I'm just trying to put food on the table, to be honest.
Jesus Christ, man. How can you, in your way, your super humble way, describe to people how, like, great this gym is? Because I would say aesthetics wise, it's the most aesthetically appealing gym in the city. I don't edit these, but I'll probably throw up some photos because you're not going to do me any justice for it.
So, do you want to know the background of the gym?
Fuck yes.
So you've been to the gym, so you see how it is now. But the whole concept of it isn't. It's not. There's a more genuine reason for it. So my partner, the founder, he was the head trainer for the Edmonton Eskimos CFL team. He was the head trainer for the Edmonton Police Force, and they had these gyms, these compounds that were privately used for them.
Okay.
And then whenever they got injured, they would have a triage of, you know, on-hand practitioners to treat them. But it was only for them. Whereas for us, if that happened to us, we'd have to go, you know, if we got injured, we'd have to go here, we'd have to go there. We'd have a public gym that didn't have the necessary tools to, you know, help us achieve our goals. So he built this gym where it incorporated the quality of equipment that we have and the different types of practitioners, so that anybody, day one, off the street, weekend warrior, whatever, they can come in, get the best training, get the best treatment, be happy, you know, be healthy, go home. That's the original basis. But if you've seen the original gym, oh man, warehouse, I think it had like 4 used squat racks, some like made up platforms, yeah, way back.
Okay.
Just a bunch of used equipment, but slowly built, and people started understanding the concept. You know, it was well received. They're loving what we're doing, and that's why
It's sick. There's a fucking physio thing in the gym. There's a whole physio thing in the gym. There's saunas in the change room. There's a bodybuilding side, a powerlifting side, a turf side for the nerds. It's bright. The ceilings are like, what, 50 feet tall? 80 feet tall?
40 feet.
40 feet tall?
40 feet.
That's a lot of feet, man. That's crazy. So what is it now? So that's what it was before. What is it now, including here everywhere?
Well, now it's what you described as, but before
But there's like 8 of them, right? Or like 3 of them.
there's 7.
Yeah.
Eight will be downtown.
So there's 1 in Vancouver.
One with 2. The second one coming later this year.
Okay. And you're gonna be. So what are you? The owner? The
No, John is.
Janet? No.
Well, I shouldn't even mention the who we will not mention is my partner and founder,
Yeah. Okay.
and I'm just think of it as like a BC franchisor. So
So humble, this guy. So cute.
no, I'm just
I'm just a
lucky. I
janitor.
got lucky.
I'll bring it out of him. I'll bring that dark side.
Well, am I not? You see me? I'm mopping. I'm vacuuming.
No,
right?
that's the thing. I can't even hate on it. He's not even saying it for some volition because he comes in. It's like 5 a.m. He's there till it closes, and he sleeps for like 2 hours a night and comes back and does it again.
Yeah, that's the shitty part. But
Do you think all owners should be doing that of whatever type of business?
Well, it's probably not the right way to go about things, but genuinely, I can't be happy about a business if the owner doesn't have some sort of input, right? If they're not putting in some sort of effort. We're
That's
not.
a
That's
lot
why
of fucking effort,
we're
that
not like
thing.
a commercial corporate gym where they just, hey, we'll pay some people, they do it. We'll show up once every quarter or annual, you know.
And there's so there's 1 about to be 2 here. Where are the other 6?
Alberta, 3 in Edmonton,
Ooh.
3 in Calgary.
God damn. And they all have like a physio in there and everything.
That's our philosophy.
How come nowhere else is doing this? It makes sense to have such a, because the membership price is very fairly priced. I think.
I think so. Yeah.
What is it? Like the early access price was like $19 or something.
21.
$20 bi-weekly.
21 bi-weekly, no sign up, no
Yeah.
maintenance.
Like
no
our
BS.
local commercial gyms are that much.
Yeah, we try to be as transparent as we can because we're not trying to, steal from you.
How do you keep this shit alive with that little compared to what the
That
other
answers your question. I'm not rich.
so awesome. So great.
We're not in this for money. It's a passion.
I can tell.
Yeah.
We'll get into that later, but why not be in it for money?
Well, this is probably where I'll share with you my reason of being in this business.
Please do.
So I came into Evolve as a member when they opened their second location, and I think I briefly touched about this when we first chatted. So they had their second location just open. I had just finished treatment for cancer, and I lost about 35 pounds, so it was about 160, 155. And I was seeing the chiro and physio there for my trauma, which was like around my neck. And so
What kind of cancer was it? if you don't mind me
I have a rare form of lymphoma.
Wow.
Yeah. So saw the treatment there. They kind of helped me gain my strength back. I started working out there because I had a friend who was going there and he's like, hey, you should try out this gym. And started training there. Really just loved the community aspect of it and the wellness aspect of it. And then it was just by chance there was another trainer there. They were wanting to expand. And so I just kind of asked some questions here and there, and I got really interested in the model. So it was more of a passion thing, and the business came after. And then I literally just emailed like the founder, like, hey, do you want to ever expand it into BC? So this is 2017. So this is 2 years after my treatment now. And then he's like, yeah, I was just looking for the right guy. We quote unquote dated for a year just to find out, is this the right fit? Financials, everything. And then
Do you guys like bring each other back to each other's houses or anything?
I actually never been to his house. I've known him for so long.
That sounds like a
His
toxic
house.
relationship, man. I'm sorry, but he might be cheating on you.
So where I lived in Edmonton, it'd be like you here going to where to Tawasin.
Sorry, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
So I wasn't gonna drive out there.
Fair.
But so the passion became a business. So this project here is like kind of my appreciation and kind of thank you, and also sharing this because I've met members that are going through the exact same thing right now. So,
I just met somebody 1 month ago. I don't know if we're thinking of the same person. But I think she's dope.
Yes, I think I know who you're talking about. And
Is she caught us recording something super gay?
I have no idea.
Well, no, but she did. I'm just telling
Okay.
you, like this is my confession to you.
Oh, did
as-
she say something?
She
you laugh?
said, hey, just to jerk myself off. She said, I thought she was gonna complain, and she said it was the first time she laughed since she started her chemo.
I love that.
And I was like,
Yeah.
oh. At first, I was like, oh fuck. I was like, this is bad, bro. That was made me happy, man. I was like, wow. That literally that taught me that
It's the
humor
small
is good.
things. It's the small things.
That she changed my perspective. Actually, that one interaction changed my perspective completely because I was so scared to. I would say because I used to make just comedy stuff. I
Yep.
was so scared to ever dive back into it even a little bit because I was like, oh, that's not me anymore. And then hearing that, I was like, wow. Like for some people, like funny shit actually helps. So
Yeah.
yeah. But sorry. So you were diagnosed when?
2014, summer
3 years.
2014.
What is? I don't know anything about going through that. What is the process like? Like how does it work?
Shit, I don't know. It's my first time.
I hope there's no fucking second time, brother.
It was a year, that's for sure.
Does
Yeah.
it just like did you just feel something?
No, how it happened is I was taking care of my grandpa.
Okay.
He had a triple bypass, and then he had
Wow.
a stroke. So I was taking care of him, and I was staying at the hospital. So I'd sleep there at night, go home during the day, make him food, go back. And then we had some family that came to visit, and they were like, "Hey, did you notice you have a lump on your neck?" I probably haven't looked in the mirror in months, and so I was like, "What?" And so I felt it. I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I looked in the mirror. It was like literally like a goiter. I looked like an alien. So
Jesus.
I went to my family physician. They sent me for tests. Did scans, blood work, sonography, everything, and then surgery finally. And that was all within 3 months. Canadian healthcare is great. Like, not being sarcastic, it's great. And in those 3 months, yeah, they're like, you have cancer. Yeah.
What did it make you feel when you first heard that?
Oh man, I think. Well, again, it was a really rough year.
Yeah.
You know that feeling when your heart sinks,
Yeah.
and then you feel like the world's crashing on you.
Yeah, maybe not to your level, but sure.
Well, everybody experiences those emotions.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the situation is.
saying the F word on the bus in grade 3 was traumatizing when the principal caught me. Yeah. So sorry, keep going.
So,
Sorry,
yeah.
fuck, oh Jesus.
No, well, that's the thing with humans is we all share the same emotions. Doesn't matter what happened. So, yeah, it pretty much sank. Like
Of course.
needed, needed a personal day.
Maybe
Yeah.
more than a day.
Yeah.
So okay, when you were working at the time, or
Yeah, I was working in education actually. I was working in education.
so you before Evolve, it was no big business stuff.
I wouldn't say anything massive. It was all very small scale, like very very small, as in, small investment here, silent thing here.
And was it just like a lot of savings you saved up to put into this?
So
Or is this like an illegal thing that we shouldn't be talking about?
no, I've never done that.
Never borrowed money from a. Yeah.
So when my mom passed away, she left me.
Whoa, dude! Jesus fucking Christ, man! Oh my god!
I told you
I'm
it was a
sorry.
tough year, man. I told you it was a tough year.
That was the same year.
It was December 2013.
Jesus Christ! And 2014 was when you were diagnosed.
She had
What
cancer.
the fuck.
Hey man, that's why I didn't want to come on. It's not a fun conversation.
But I think it's a very. I think for some people it might be a very needed conversation.
Yeah. Actually, not a lot of people know these things because I just don't share it. There's really no need for me to share it.
How come? Like, are you scared they would think of you different, or?
When I had cancer, I
Yep.
thought there was a stigma. Because you do notice. So you ever been through something where something happens, or you're away for a while and people disappear from your life?
Yep.
But the ones who stay, who are true. So, similar to that. But I don't share it just because I don't know. I don't really need to share it. If you ask, I'll tell you.
No.
But I'm not really the one to share this type. I'm not the one to pry either. I'm just not like a
Okay.
very private person.
How come, like, because I'm the opposite. Like, I feel like I need validation from people. So if I had a, okay, this sounds fucked, but if I had such a cool,
It's not cool.
if I had such a powerful thing that happened to me, I feel like that would just be, like, I mean, selfishly, I would want to share it to be like, not just like a look at me, but like,
Yeah.
maybe it'll help motivate some people. Like, dude, you can fucking do some shit. Is there?
I don't think I'm the type for the
Fair.
masses. But if someone one-on-one wanted to chat, I'm always open to having a conversation.
Did you have people leave you during that time period?
I wouldn't say leave me, but you definitely find out who your real friends are.
Why would it? Okay, so like you're saying people treated you different because you.
I wouldn't say they treated me different. They just, some people stuck around. Some people checked up on you. Some people don't. Some people you don't hear from anymore. It's just the way it is. I think it doesn't, like, if someone, let's say, went to
Jesus.
jail, I'm sure some people will be like, right? And then some people will still stay around. It's kind of those things. And then as you get older, I forgot how old you were, but you just notice, like, as you get older, maybe your friend group gets smaller, but those that group becomes tighter.
So how many people are in your core friend group now?
My core,
Your core.
my top five.
You have 5? That's
Five.
a lot. Fuck.
Yeah. Well, I would say 4.
Okay, I think I got a 4 too.
Yeah.
It's a good number.
Yeah.
Chinese lucky. Is that lucky?
No, I don't
Chinese?
think so.
That's the bad number, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. 4 for death.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
4 close friends.
It's 5.
But one.
one
But how do you?
One passed away.
What?
Yeah, one passed away.
When did this happen?
Shit. Adam passed away in 2018.
Dude, how?
Yeah, it's not my life isn't sunshine and rainbows. But
yeah.
I also know that other people also have, that's why it's not a complaint for me, because everyone's suffering in some way or another.
So when you see other people complain about things that to society aren't that big of a deal, what do you think about that? Do you ever feel like, what the fuck are you complaining about? Look what I went through.
I think everyone has different thresholds, and they've also experienced different things. So something that's very serious to them may not to me, which is fine, because I did not, I wasn't raised similarly. I didn't go through those experiences it's just everyone's different. That's why when people complain, let's say at the gym, I don't take anything personal. If it's just trying to make your day, right? Just trying to get by.
You're a seasoned human being.
No, I just have no emotions.
Do you really think you've become like numb to emotion because you've seen such high echelons of it?
I don't think I'm numb to emotion.
Okay.
I'm still, but I'm manage it well.
Yeah.
You ever
Really well.
You a basketball guy? No sports.
Dude, come on, look at me, man.
It doesn't matter. Some people watch, some people play.
Well, one, I'm not Filipino.
Okay.
The only short guys who are good at basketball are Filipinos. That's just what I want to.
But Chinese people love basketball.
You can love it. Doesn't mean you're good. No, I'm ass. I literally can't do a layup.
How about watching basketball?
No.
Okay.
Sorry,
Well,
guy.
the analogy or the
Please.
the thing would go over, but Kobe said it.
I know
pretty
Kobe.
well.
I know Kobe. He's cool.
He's
What do you
like, whatever happens, just accept it, take it in, and then just sit on it.
Mm.
Then the next day or whenever, decide what I want to do with it. Let it go. Like, there's no need to be over dramatic. Like, it just makes life more difficult for me.
Okay.
Not saying it applies for everyone or works for everyone, but like, there's so much more to life. Make the best of it. What's the point of being negative or sad all the time? You know what I mean?
I mean, in practice, sounds like a great philosophy. But how do you deal with one big kick to the nuts over and over and over and over?
Yeah,
It's
honestly,
huge.
I don't know. I think the thing my mom left me with is a lot of
Yeah.
resiliency.
Okay. What
Yeah.
type of person was she?
Oh, resilient woman.
Okay.
Yeah. So she had cancer before
Uh-huh.
she passed away. She had lung cancer, but she
Uh-huh.
doesn't smoke. But she raised me as a single mom up until I was 9.
Wow.
And she, like, this is what I remember as a childhood. We shared one bed, right? We lived in a house with like 7 other family members: my grandparents, my uncles, and my aunts. Just wasn't sunshine and rainbows. But to me, I don't know any better. Like, that's what I knew, so it's normal. Anyways, I would remember her working during the day, and then I would come from school at night. My grandparents would watch me, and then she would go to ESL class at night. And just like, and then throughout, like, as she, let's say, started doing different things, as she got into her own business, her restaurant, it's like working 12, 14-hour days. And I saw a lot of, I wasn't like the best kid, right? So for her to put up with my bullshit at home, dealing with, all the things in society as like a first-gen immigrant, and trying to just make it, like, I didn't realize that till later on.
So, if you don't mind me asking, so you didn't have a father growing up?
So he was an alcoholic, so my mom left him when I was a baby.
Okay.
And then
never met him?
I met him as a baby, and then the next time I saw him, I think I was like 16.
Wow.
Yeah, but no, I have no relationship, which is, some people would be like, is that okay? For me, because I never had any attachment, I actually don't have any issues with it. My grandpa was always there, so I'm really close with my grandparents.
Okay.
So I look to them as almost like another parental figure. But yeah, I've heard from him years back. I think he wasn't doing too well, but I was like, hey man, you have your own family now. I've talked to you once in like 30 years. I don't know what you want from me. And then we just let bygones be bygones.
Do you notice that because of the situation, like, you grew up in Toronto, right? Or, sorry.
Grew up in a small town in Ontario.
Do you notice that your development was drastically different to the other kids?
Oh, I moved around a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I lived in like 3 or 4 different towns before I was 5.
Wow.
And then I was in Edmonton for actually elementary and junior high. And then I moved back to Ontario for high school. And then after high school, it was back and forth between Toronto and Edmonton. So I moved around a lot. So I wouldn't say, like, I wouldn't say I never compared myself. Sometimes, you see kids that celebrate holidays, they get more gifts, they're able to do certain things. We, on the other hand, it's like a little bit more of a struggle. But at the time, of course, like, you're a kid, why can't I have this? Why can't I do that? But I think looking back, she did like so much. I would say even more so than she could for any type of birthdays or Christmases, because I have photos going to like Chuck E. Cheese and Discovery Zone, and that shit's not cheap,
The Chuck E. Cheese Discovery Zone is not cheap. That's true. Like, wow, Jesus Christ, man, that's a lot. What a childhood. And that was, fill me in the gap between ages, I don't know, teenagehood, before, because your mom left us when she was like, what?
No, I'm older, man. I'm 30. I'm turning 30. Yeah, I'm 37. Yeah.
Good skincare routine.
Thanks, man.
God damn.
I use Dove soap.
God damn, that's some good skincare.
But no, she passed away. So going back to your original question of how I kind of.
Dude, you keep so young. Sorry. Fuck.
Dude, you're Asian too. You're gonna look like that forever.
I look like that?
You're gonna look like that.
No way.
For a long time.
Yes. Sorry, keep going. Wow. I'm so impressed.
She passed away when I was 26. I believe, or 25, 26.
Was there a drastic shift in your personality when that happened?
Yeah, I was. To be honest, I was depressed. Yeah.
Of course.
Because like, she was very important to me, and still very is. So, and then my grandpa, and then me. So that was like 2 years of, I don't know, pretty rough.
And then, how do you not develop a huge victim mentality from that? Like, the world is out to get you.
I used to think like that as a kid, because I'm like, why don't we have this? There's no electricity. I don't get any new clothes. Like, why was I born under this star type of thing?
And the other kids get it all, right? Like you saw them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as I got older, I'm not, I think it just maybe maturity, kind of enlightening myself, realizing that. Because victim mentality doesn't really get you anywhere. And doesn't help you grow or prosper, you know.
I hear a lot of people that have gone through a decent amount of pain through their life, and they give a very similar answer. Like they always just tell me like, "Oh, the victim mentality doesn't help." But did you force to get into this new mentality, or was it just a slow burn? You just accepted it. Like, what was the actual step-by-step analysis of being able to start having to take control and become who you are now?
So when my mom passed away, that's when your perception changes. Or not when she passed away, when she got diagnosed.
Okay.
So trying to be more grateful of the time spent. Because, like, we're sitting here together right now, but who knows what will happen tomorrow, right? You always hear that, which is actually true.
Okay.
So it just, sometimes it takes, for certain people, something traumatic to happen to really realize that, hey, maybe I should appreciate the moment. Maybe I should appreciate the person next to me, you know, while I'm with them, because you never know. So going back to Asia with my mom was a big thing. It was very humbling because she was showing me, like, this is a village. This is what we used to do. Like, here's the hole in the ground type of thing. And then when she got diagnosed, when I was 24. And so, yeah, I think just a combination of that. And then that's where everything kind of clicked. Like, you know, all the things that I saw her growing up, all the things in life that I should be more appreciative of, the time spent. And then I think that helped me with dealing with my stuff, right?
Did you regret a lot at that time?
I think the biggest regret, and I usually don't have any regrets, no regrets, is just spending more time with my mom. Because we lived in different, so she moved away when I was 12.
Okay.
So we lived separately for quite a while.
Where were you living?
My grandparents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I had so many thoughts in my head of like what to ask, like where I could sway this conversation, but now I'm
sombering conversation.
No, it's fantastic. I actually love it.
Yeah, it's definitely a hit at the parties for sure.
You're the first person in a long time that's ever been able to get me to feel in the present. Because usually I'll talk and I just so many thoughts in my head that as we're having conversation, I'm thinking about like what's the next thing to say, what is this guy thinking, why is he moving like this? For like 2 minutes I was just like frozen. It was a fantastic first date.
Oh,
that's crazy.
It's a great date, man. Thanks for the steak.
You're welcome. We cooked 2 beautiful tenderloin.
You cooked.
Yeah, well, I gotta entertain my date.
Oh, it's amazing.
I'd like to go hard on the first date.
And it was like perfectly ready, sitting there as soon as I walked in.
I have a photo. We can pop it up maybe.
It's crazy.
Wow. Okay. If I learn anything from conversating with enough people is sometimes you just gotta accept that you don't know what to say. But
I chatted with you at the gym, and you were telling me you're going through that switch.
Right? That doesn't fucking matter now. I feel like my switch is worthless now.
No, man.
I understand where you're coming from. Of like everyone's I preach it too. Whatever somebody goes through is how they react to it, is how it's important to them. But it actually feels kind of refreshing hearing somebody's painful life story. Sorry to put it like that, but
man.
It makes me so much more grateful of what I have, man.
It's like a curse and a blessing. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. So after your mom passed away, by the time your grandfather passed too, or
no, he didn't pass.
Oh, he didn't pass. No, but he
just got old.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you had to start taking care of him, and he got sick, right? Was it?
Yeah, it was pretty rough. Actually, like he after he came out of surgery, he had the stroke, and they almost were like, okay, he's never gonna be the same again.
Yeah.
But by miracle, the doctors at the Mazankowski, A1, they were able to kind of help him, whatever they did, get him back functioning again. Well, that was dicey. That was a rough night.
Do you feel like you live in fear now because of all these big events of?
No, hell no. Because how can you enjoy life if you're gonna continue living in fear?
What did it take something to break out of that, or was it immediately you're like
So,
accept it?
well, okay, for me, there's always going, so because I had cancer so young, there's going to be times again where I'll get sick again. It's just, that's just the way it is. Usually someone who gets cancer when they're older, they'll say, oh, you're cancer free. You're never actually cancer free. It's maybe just dormant or in recession. But by the time it comes back, you're probably too old for it to really amount to anything. So, having said that, doesn't necessarily mean I'll come back, but also there's a chance that it could come back. Regardless of that, I can't live in fear and knowing, because life is short and we're trying to make the best of it. So every day it's like nothing changes. I'm still going to do this. I'm still going to enjoy my life. I'm still going to try new things. And if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, great. It's like, you don't ever know, right? So like the same thing what we were talking about earlier. You could walk across the street and get hit by a car. It's like, we don't know. So you just got to enjoy it.
Well, I can see the logical aspect of that, and I think a lot of people, when they're going through stuff, think like that too, as like kind of like maybe a defense mechanism. But then, how do you emotionally get to that point? Because I think emotionally, it's fucking tough to get to a point where you can actually accept that. You can say it, but
I'm no expert. I really don't know.
What, do you think it's just time?
I think just maturity. Maturity. That's why I said it's kind of a curse and a blessing. You can either go one way, and totally give in and go rock bottom, or you can go the other way, and then change your perception, be more grateful, be more aware, be more present.
And you think because of your mom's teachings, that's why you're able to turn that into some greatness?
I guess. I don't know. I mean, my luck is because I was born to her. So her resiliency, watching her, throughout the years, I think that's kind of ingrained in me. So that's why people are like, how do you do it? I honestly don't know how. To be honest, like I've almost passed out a few times at the gym, just working, 80-hour weeks.
Yeah.
But you just got to keep fighting.
Why? Okay. Why do you do it? Why, like, if you think every single day is a blessing and you want to spend it how you want to spend it, why do you choose to spend it working? What do you work, like 10, 12, 13, 16-hour days sometimes?
And today is a 12-hour day. So that's actually a low day for me. But
yes,
I still do work at home.
Why?
Well, it goes back to why I got into Evolve, right? This is a passion. So it's my way of giving back and helping people. And
it seems more than a passion, man. Usually when people think of a passion, it's like I paint for 2 hours a day because I love it. No, this is like
it's probably my obsessive red flag or something.
I don't know, like red flag. It's a purpose in your life. What is that? Has that ever been? How long have you been this workaholic for?
I honestly don't know. I can't say that I've never not worked hard. I don't think I'm particularly talented or smart. I don't have the education that some people do, but I'll always work my hardest for sure. I'll do the long days. I'll grind. I'll do the dirty work. I'll do whatever needs to be done.
But you don't have to. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't know much about business, but I know you could hire some people to do maybe some of the stuff, or like the janitor stuff. You don't have to do that. Why do you choose to put so much on your plate? Are you running away from something?
Well, for me, there's two things.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell. I don't even want to call them my staff. I want to tell my coworkers to do something that I wouldn't do. It's kind of insincere of me to tell someone to go mop the floor if I'm not going to mop the floor, right? So maybe lead by example. These are things I also I have no problem doing it. Some owners might think they're too good for it. I don't think I'm too good for anything, so I'll do it. The second thing is, new business. Again, we're not rich, so payroll gotta be tight, expenses gotta be tight. So I'll do those, even though my time could probably be spent doing other things to help grow, but I tend to just take on a lot myself. I think that's also from seeing my mom, like being 6 different positions at her business and doing everything herself. and never hiring out. It's like the immigrant, business way.
And are you okay with it?
For
What's a lot?
Oh, it's not forever, right?
Okay.
But I don't mind it. I think the difference is I enjoy this.
Yeah.
I think it would be different if I was working for someone where I didn't enjoy the work. Then it's like, but I know that every single hour I put in, it'll be hopefully reflected back onto me and the community, right?
That's crazy. Do you have like a lot of entrepreneurship people? They just want to leave a mark. They want to leave a legacy. Is that big to you or?
No, don't care.
So interesting, bro. So an interesting guy. Don't care. No
Don't care,
problem.
man. Yeah, you'd have to be like a Jeff Bezos big to really leave a mark, because I think most things are just somewhat forgotten. Yeah, but I don't ever care to make a name, anyways. So I tell everyone at the gym, hey, who are you at the gym? Oh, I'm just a janitor.
Yeah.
I tell my staff that
that's
too.
fair.
Actually, you probably edit that one out. Don't give my secrets away.
You know, another gym owner who I'm close with says the same thing. Yeah. I would say his name is Jordan from Iron Throne.
Nice.
He works there like all day. He's the janitor. He comes in every single night at like 10 or 11 p.m. Small little warehouse gym, and he mops every piece of equipment, everything. I think there's just something about people that own gyms.
I gotta meet him because we're sharing the same commonality.
Yeah, the same commonality and the same people that bounce back and forth.
Yeah, and
between the gyms now.
That's another thing too, is that we're coming in. It's really not our intention to take people away. It's another option, and I understand it happens. But
What do you think about that then?
we don't poach anyone.
Yeah, I know.
We don't go to trainers.
Well, I'll speak for you because I don't want you to get in order. I think the gym that you guys have provides a overall better service for a cheaper price than almost every other gym in Vancouver. I think that is a fact more than it is a feeling. It's just fucking $28 every second week and you get every single thing. That's crazy. Other gyms can't provide that. But how come I can tell you don't have that business killer mentality? A lot of people that own a very successful or a cool business like this or have a lot of money, I talk to these guys. Oh fuck, these are douchebags, goddamn. But they're always telling me about how like they love, like, to them there's such a fuel in the fire of crushing the competition.
Well, that's why we have that collaborative community in our space, right? If we were wanting to crush like other competitors, we wouldn't let trainers rent out our space. We wouldn't have other clinics in our space.
Yeah.
But the whole point of our our philosophy and our core values is collaborating so that it benefits the community. So it'd be kind of against our own business model if we thought like that.
Yeah.
That's why we're very transparent with our pricing. That's why we're, it's no BS. Like, we're just a few guys trying to give an option out to have, better training and treatment. It's very simple.
I see a pretty big shift in the world about that philosophy, especially on YouTube now.
It's archaic though, the competitive, because if I work with you, we have now more ideas. If I work against you, we're just gonna butt heads. I'd rather eat with you in a table than eat alone. You know what I'm saying?
Have you always kind of thought like that as a person?
Yeah, I don't think well, I'm sure those people think differently, but for me, I never have had anything against anyone. Sure,
Okay.
maybe not. Let's say we don't have to be friends, but I'm always cordial at the very least, right?
Which I find, I don't know, maybe I'm just young, but like a lot of people I grew up with, it was all about domination. Male domination, destroying the weak. I literally have these guys who are around my age who have successful online businesses, and the way that they talk is like they're like, I heard the reason I'm not close with somebody now, and maybe if they're watching, they'll probably be like, oh, he's just intimidated, he's scared of me. Yeah, I don't want, it's not a good vibe, but I remember him telling me, he said something along the lines like, he's like, I like watching weak men get crushed by me.
Oh, wow.
And he means that in every sense, like taking their girl, business, like that brings him some.
Yeah, it's like masculinity.
I don't know about that. I think it's just douchebaggery.
I get it on the business side because if one business prospers, the other one's gonna fail, right? That's just the way it is.
But that's not how you guys do it.
Well, it's organically it's gonna happen. It's not obviously our intention. Our intention is
Yeah.
for us to be an option and for you to still be there.
Yeah.
So
You can have 2 memberships if you want.
yeah, you can have 2 memberships if you want. But I get it, especially some services and products. It's like you want market share, you need to survive. I personally think I'm quite a minimalist, so
I can tell by that Uniqlo anime tee, brother.
thanks, man. It was on sale. But the like the abundance mentality, I'm not really for that. Like I
Yeah.
have some things, but I'm like, if you come to my place, very empty.
What do you spend money that's like, what do you spend your money on?
Probably, you see me with sneakers.
Yeah. You like your sneakers. Are you
Yeah.
are you a sneaker box guy?
No, I wear all my sneakers, so I'm not.
No, I mean like where do you get them from?
Oh, it's never retail, never resale. So that's the only thing, is I don't buy resale.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where you spend your money.
It has to be retail
Got it. Cool,
or
man.
on sale.
Of
Yeah,
course.
retail
The
or on
Chinese in you
sale.
will always be there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy resale. Great for those guys,
Yeah.
hustling that way, but nah, man, I don't need them that bad.
Okay, sick. Anything else? Like I've spent
Food,
my first
man.
stupid. Oh yeah, like nice food. Like what do you like?
Just food in general. I'm not a fancy guy,
Really?
but I have eaten at some nice places for sure.
Of course.
I think you should all, just to.
See what it's like. See
Yeah.
if you like it.
But I just eat. I just like eating.
And what about cars?
No, I don't have a car. I have a leased company vehicle.
What about like living space, house, apartment?
A cheap condo.
Fuck. Okay. What about? I'm gonna get this guy. I'm gonna fucking get this guy.
I don't
What
have any
about,
nice, man.
What about clothes? Actually, I could never mind. Don't answer that. I already know the answer.
Yeah. this is Only in Sons from the Bay. I think it was $60.
Oh, 60's pushing it. Yeah, man. What about like technology? I just, dude. Oh, this is.
I got a new phone.
cool. I just
I-
got new headphones. I can say it without guilt now. I'm so hyped. to
No, I got a
open
new
them
phone. I
later.
got the iPhone 13.
You're a douchebag. You're rich fuck.
I think the 15 is out, but I just got
Yes,
the 13.
yes, it is out. Okay, that's so interesting.
Yeah, if it works, there's no point in me getting something new.
Jesus, this guy,
The
man.
only reason I got the 13 is because the 10
This
battery
guy.
died.
This guy pisses me off. This guy pisses
I
me
told
off.
you, man. Like, you want to bring me on here? There's nothing interesting. And the most
No, that's what
uninteresting
is
guy
interesting.
is the
I
most
think it's very
uninteresting guy.
refreshing, man. A lot of people on the internet, it's all about like I know some dudes who spend a lot of their percentage of their income on the flash.
Yeah,
Cool car, the awesome apartment.
I get that.
You know what I mean? Why do you not think that stuff is awesome? Or not?
Well, I just
why do
don't,
you not?
I don't really care.
Okay.
I think, so there's a period growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, we didn't have that, right?
Yeah.
Hand-me-down clothes, just things like that. And then when you start making a little bit of money,
Mm-hmm.
a cramp.
Hmm?
You got a cramp?
How did you know?
I can tell.
Yeah, untie my balls too. Yeah, keep going. Pains of being a dude.
When you start growing up and like making your own money,
Yeah.
there's a period of time where it's like, oh, I can finally buy the things I never were able to get.
Mhm.
But then it grows old because you're just chasing the next material good that gives you a brief moment of happiness, but you're never fully happy. So that got old real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just really didn't care about what this is even. I think this is probably even before that book came out. I don't give a fuck about what other people think or
Oh, Art of
whatever.
Not Giving a Fuck?
Yeah, Art of,
Yeah.
yeah. I was already practicing that. Just like I really just didn't care because the more I cared about other things, the more it affected my happiness or my mental wellness. Right. So
Well, when you were first able to afford things, did you like splurge on stupid shit?
I bought a guitar.
Idiot.
I bought a
me too.
guitar and I didn't know how to play it.
And what did that?
I still have it though.
The guitar?
Yeah. And I probably still don't know how to play it.
Okay.
I can play like a few chords.
That was
it.
the first like big purchase you made?
Yeah, it was like $600, and I was making
Jeez.
like minimum wage back then, which was like $9.
Cool. That was like is that your biggest like I don't say dumb purchase, but yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a dumb purchase. It's
Okay.
definitely gotten me through some times. Just
Okay.
like, I don't know, playing away by yourself.
Sweet. You know what I did?
Hmm?
I bought a $60,000 car. I made my first 100+ grand. I bought a $60,000 car because this chick cheated on me, and I was sad.
What'd you get?
Huh?
What'd you get?
It's the same car I have now. Okay, wait. This is so fucked. But a 2018 Camaro 2SS with 2 white stripes down the middle.
2 white stripes.
My favorite fucking car since I watched Bumblebee. I thought it was so cool. But I like
Oh,
blue.
man. Hellcat.
So I got it, and then in 2 days I crashed it into a tree. I
Oh,
wrapped it around a
man.
tree.
But you're okay though.
I was totally okay, and I felt so sorry for myself
Oh,
until
man.
2 months later. I talked to my dad,
Yeah.
and I confessed all this stuff that was going on in my life about being sad and, you know, like losing this girl that I loved and crashing my car. And he just goes, "Ha ha!" He
Yeah.
goes, "You're okay." I'm
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck?" And that changed my life.
Yeah.
Him saying that, so this is changing my life too.
Well, that's
'Cause
the
I-
most important thing, because like you could probably buy it again at some point. Or
I
tomorrow.
I bought it right
You bought it
after.
after? Oh,
I have
God.
the same one.
Yeah.
I got more insurance money back for it.
Oh, nice.
But then my premium went up
yeah, of course.
horribly.
Oh, man. So I've never spent like that.
Great.
Yeah. Because like buying that guitar
Yeah.
is like a big purchase for me. Anything.
It is a big purchase.
Spending
for
any
them,
money
yeah.
is a big purchase for me.
Mhm.
Again, probably the way I was raised. We just value of the dollar. We kind of frugal.
Great.
Didn't have much growing up, so just save it.
Well, I know a lot of people who didn't have much growing up that when they started making money it was the complete opposite, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I admire that when you started making your own income, you didn't choose to go down that path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got close. We got
Oh,
close.
really?
We got close.
It's the women, isn't it?
No.
They
Just
hurt
going
you.
out. Going out. No
Oh,
women,
okay.
man. No women.
No women.
No. You have no women. I have no women.
Oh fuck, that's brutal.
That's why we're on a date.
We are on a date.
Yeah.
Why no women, Carrie?
Probably work.
Oh.
Maybe
Has there been a lucky miscarry at one point that got away? That's so fucked, yo.
miscarry that got away. I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Really? How old were you?
What do you mean?
No, I mean, like, was there like one girl that you dated for a bit, and like maybe it just didn't work out or something? Like.
Oh yeah, of course. There
Yeah.
were a couple. A
Mhm.
few. I mean,
Now I'm interested. It's my topic. I like this shit.
you like the relationship stuff?
Oh fuck yeah, that's my
Yeah,
favorite.
but you have to share too.
I'll share anything. They know everything. I'll share, but maybe I'll try to.
I don't
do-
know anything.
Okay, sure.
I'll be honest. I didn't watch. I've
Good,
never
don't.
seen any of your
Oh
content.
please don't.
Yeah.
I just want to save your mental sake.
Okay.
It's fucking terrible. Yeah, no, I love, like, my favorite topic in the world is human relation and human attachment and
Oh, social
stuff like that.
behavior.
Yeah, I love it. Like, I
Yeah.
like to know why did those people, why did the dating life not work out? Why did that work out? Why is that couple successful? What does it link back to their childhood? And, like, how do these people behave in relationships and what does that mean? I think relationships, not only, especially with a significant other, doesn't matter if you're gay or not, like, whatever it is, but the ones where it's, like, romantic, teach you the most about yourself. Or I don't want to say romantic. It could be like with a parent too. Just like the deepest ones teach you the most about yourself.
Oh yeah.
Um,
There's a book on that. I should lend it to you.
Attached?
No, it's How to Love.
Oh, cool.
It's.
Are you a
it's-
big reader?
Yeah, I wouldn't
Bro,
say I'm
reading
not.
is-
I'm not saying a huge reader, but I read.
yeah.
I do read.
I do it because I think it's cool, but I hate it.
Okay.
Yeah. Fucking, I don't want
Why
it.
don't you listen to audiobook then?
Because like I like the challenge of like having no stimulus. Open the book. Yeah, I'm badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, did you have some like bad breakups?
I
See how
don't-
giddy I am right now?
Are any breakups good? I feel like doesn't matter
That's a
how
good
you
question.
do it.
Hmm.
It's always someone's hurt.
But sometimes the hurt, like, I'm talking about the topic because I'm going through a breakup right now,
Oh.
and it's
Interesting.
not bad. I don't want to say it's bad.
So you're, but it was like a mutual breakup.
Oh, I didn't want it. Oh, fuck, I didn't want it. Oh my
Oh.
god, no.
Okay.
But I think it's because I went. You know how we were talking about how everyone has like some shit that really like affects them more than other people.
Yeah.
I can't really say anything to because what you went through was actually fucked up. You know what I mean?
No, man.
But sure. But for me, it's like I guess like relationships, losing friends and stuff hit me harder than it hits most people for sure. Like I bawl my eyes out like crazy for days compared to like, I'm like a chick, you know. It's insane. But
Well, you're
yeah.
in touch with your femininity, which is fine.
I think it might be more than in touch. I think it's like I'm fisting deep in, like to a dangerous level. But anyways, long story short, there was this chick that I fell in love with 2 years ago. Like, oh my god, my goddess.
Yeah.
To the point where after the first date, I bring her home in my mom's 2013 Toyota Matrix, and as I'm driving back to my house after dropping her off, I literally go into tears of how happy I am. I think it's because for 3 years leading up to that, I was just very depressed and I had no emotion. I couldn't cry, couldn't feel anything. It was the first time I felt something awesome. I was like, oh my god, this is a girl I'm gonna marry. I got cheated on, and that sucks. And then that fucked me so bad that I read every relationship book, except for that one. Watched every video on it, tried to become an expert on it to understand stuff. And I think that's why this breakup, although it hurts and it sucks, it's like because I just have so much knowledge about stuff like that, I just kind of understand the tools to go through it. But enough about me. They've seen me cry on camera like a billion times.
Oh, wow.
There's a meme like in this community that maybe it's just in my head that the typical Damien video is him crying about some soft shit that's not even that deep.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Oh please, yeah, it's fucked.
Crying's good for you, man.
Well, my thought process is if I get this shit all out now in my early 20s, then maybe when I'm 30, I can actually go through some real shit and not have it emotionally destroy me.
Everyone gets affected differently.
Yeah. So what has happened to you, my friend?
I mean, I'm not gonna say like I was a good guy. I'll be honest. I'm young, in my early 20s.
Okay.
I think most guys are immature for quite a while. Second one was going through all that stuff.
Oh wow!
But
she was with you before that, or?
She was with me right before it, literally right before my mom passed away. But I'm not going to use that as an excuse because at the end of the day, it's still up to me to know how to treat other people. And then the two after that were pretty bad. Like I understand where you're coming from, like the cheating part. So that one kind of rocked me a bit. So now
were you guys together for a long time?
I would say, what's a long time to you? Because now when
like
people
a
say
week.
a long time, like my first two relationships were 5 years each. Yeah.
God damn.
Maybe,
Yeah, I have nothing to
maybe even
complain
almost
about.
maybe even almost 6 years each.
Oh my gosh, huh?
Then the next two, and of course there's breaks in between, right? So
What is wrong with me? Jesus Christ.
the next
I don't
two
even
were
go
year
through
each.
shit and I can't keep chicks around. Fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
No, man.
6 years is a good streak, bro. God damn.
Yeah, but they have, like their version. I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna try and make myself better. It is what it is. I apologize, and I'm sure I've had the karma come back to me since. But
How come you always think it's your fault, though?
probably the way we're raised.
Huh?
Asians always, how like
I fucked up.
the Chinese, it's like don't bother others, don't disrupt others. Be kind, apologize, like that kind of shit. But it is what it is.
So you've been in 4 like long-ish, like enough commitment.
two 5 years and then 2 1 years, with breaks in between. Because I think it's healthy to have time to yourself after a relationship to reflect. The first one. Now I think of it, the first one cheated on me. That's why we broke up.
Jesus Christ!
I totally forgot about that.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Why do you think this bitch? Why do you think this lovely, beautiful woman who's having a great life by herself right now decided to indulge in pleasure from another man while in a committed relationship to you?
I have no idea, honestly. I don't care anymore. The water under the bridge.
Well, how old were you around then?
When that happened, I was 22, I think. 22 or 23.
What do you think that said about you? Like, did you let it say something about you at the time?
So that was my first real relationship. It was my first relationship, actually. So it was pretty tough.
Yeah.
It was like,
fuck.
it took me like a year to get over it. Yeah, it was pretty tough.
I got 11 more months to go, so thanks. Appreciate it.
So it was pretty tough. Yeah.
Well, like, how did you find out?
Oh, this story.
If you want to tell the story.
Yeah, I'll share a story.
I want the story,
Well, actually, no, I don't want to share a story because I don't really want to talk bad about other people.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
But I found out.
Yeah.
And I talked to the other person that was involved. and they also actually didn't know.
Oh my god.
And so
Fuck.
then I talked to, the girlfriend at the time, and I just said, whatever, it is what it is. Like, there's no relationship. And then I just kind of left it after that.
That's fucked up, man.
It's crazy, man.
Jeez. And you have to wait a year, right, for the next one? Or?
Well, it's not like I waited a year.
Yeah.
I was just gonna do my own thing,
Mm-hmm.
just heal, right? And
At that age, you knew about like going on your own and healing.
yeah,
Oh wow.
I wasn't finding myself. I was actually healing.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Most people nowadays find themselves under somebody else. It's pretty crazy.
Well,
It's the trend.
the end of our relationship was when my mom got diagnosed, right?
Mm.
So around there, something like that. So I was too busy to even really care about that stuff. Anyways, there's more
Okay.
important things going on.
Fair. So out of all the lessons you learned in these combined multitude of years, goddamn.
Yeah, man, I'm old.
Yeah, you're a dinosaur. What are you looking for now? Are you looking for anything
I don't think I'm looking for anything.
besides this?
bromance. I should have brought you some broses.
Broses?
Yeah, some bro roses.
You don't have to be fucking toxically masculine about it. You can just call them roses and not be a pussy about it. Come on. I want some roses. Goddamn.
Some roses.
Yeah, fuck.
I wouldn't say I'm looking, man. I'm like so busy with the business.
Mm-hmm.
I think when my mom was alive, I think I was more for relationship, marriage, kids.
Oh, wow.
Because I wanted her to be involved. But now that she's passed, the pressure's kind of like off. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
if something happens, something happens. I think also I'm older and I've been through some relationships.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of just before you just date, oh, whatever, we date. Now it's just making sure that you date the right one, because you're not necessarily hoping that the next one is forever, but I think your intention is
Oh, I am
definitely-
right now, brother.
Your intention is more,
I feel like a 40-year-old divorced dad.
damn.
I'm always hoping the next one's the forever.
That's why you have the Camaro.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Corvette would have been
Corvette,
worse.
sorry.
That
Yeah.
would have been fucked.
Yeah.
So, what's the criteria? Is there any, like...
I don't have a criteria. Just be kind.
Okay, but what if they're kind but they're obese? You cool with that?
Oh, I don't really have a.
You don't have a type?
preference. I wouldn't say I have a. I wouldn't say I have a type.
What does that mean?
Like, I don't know. It's just I like what I like,
Oh, cool.
and they're. I've dated short girls. I've dated tall girls. I've dated curvy girls. It's not. It's really about. I don't want to sound corny, but like it's the personality. Yeah.
Let's go, brother. I love that personality of yours. Mwah.
Yeah, man.
No, I agree, though. I highly agree. So, but, like, there has to be some criteria, no? Like,
I don't even know.
just be kind? Come on.
I'm-
I got a fucking list, brother.
I'm
It's written down.
like I wouldn't say I'm not picky. I'm picky, but
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily like I don't know how people view me, but for how I view myself, I wouldn't say I'm like top of the food chain. I'm not really too picky,
Top of the food chain. What makes somebody top of the food chain?
I don't know. I would feel like, let's
What are
say
you, like
in
6'2"?
the natural dating world, let's say the dating world of today, so and so successful would equally want so and so successful,
Mhm.
and maybe, however their physical appearances, they'll want someone equal if not higher physical appearance, just face value, right?
Brother, for 37, goddamn. Like, you gotta pick a 37-year-old litter, man.
Also, I don't think I have the best personality.
Really?
I think I'm weird. So
Weird's sick. Weird is so cool.
Yeah.
That's why you're right here on this podcast.
that's why I'm single.
Whoa. So I have to be not weird? Nah. I'd rather be single than be not weird. That's
yeah.
fucked, man.
I'd rather be myself for sure.
100%.
But like UK, so you know me a little bit now.
Yeah.
I would say if you were to say, would just like any random girl out there, I don't know if they'd be into that
Fuck yeah.
minimalist lifestyle. Because
Where are you looking?
Well,
The clubs? Fuck no, they
I
wouldn't.
don't go to the clubs.
Exactly what I'm saying. If you're looking at the clubs, of course they're not gonna like that.
Yeah.
They want the Ferrari and the
Yeah, see, I'm not. That's not me.
and the. Actually, everyone wants it. Anyways, no, I feel like there's a ton of like wholesome, like girls that would really respect how humble you are with what you're building out of passion.
I don't know. Haven't seen anyone.
Yeah, I wouldn't know where to find. To be honest, brother, I'm not the right one. But I'd like to.
Like, if someone hit on me, I actually wouldn't realize it till like 3 years later when
Jesus
you're just talking to someone. You're like, oh yeah,
brutal.
that person. You know, I think they made a pass on me.
Fuck. Do you think? Well, I also think
I'm
Vancouver
oblivious,
might just
man.
be a. Huh?
I'm oblivious. Vancouver.
Might just be a little tougher, eh?
I don't
That's what a
know.
lot of dudes say.
I don't know. I haven't really tried.
I've heard a lot of guys say, my older friends,
Yeah.
gentlemen, say that like it's definitely harder to find like a real relationship in Vancouver. Just the culture here is, less friendly, face value friendly. It's
I've
like
heard
a lot
that.
of fake friendliness.
I've heard that. I mean, I can see that everywhere. To be honest.
Oh,
I think it's what you put out because
Mhm.
I haven't had that. Like I came here knowing only one person,
oh wow.
one of my best friends, but we don't like our friend groups are different.
Yeah.
So I don't really hang out with their friends.
What
They
do you do
don't-
for
yeah.
fun then?
Right now,
Yeah.
I try to work out every now and then.
Mm.
Fun for me right now is laying on the couch.
And what do you do when you lay on the couch?
Nothing.
Really?
That's fun right now.
What you don't?
I'm
do
so
you
tired.
Do you go on your phone? Do you?
So I made this resolution years back to stave off social media.
Sick.
This
That's
is why
amazing.
I'm very private. I don't.
No, that's amazing.
you-
Fuck, that's a great choice. Don't do it.
Yeah, I have like 7 posts, and I think the most recent one is from 2021.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Good. I think that's gonna save your mental health.
No friends, no Facebook, no Snapchat, no TikTok, nothing.
Great.
But it doesn't help for growing a business. You know?
But you can always have people do it for you.
Yeah. So we have some help there. But for fun,
These guys made me do a video. I thought it was so good. It was so funny, and they cut out all the gay shit. Still pretty pissed about that. A little salty.
we wanted to be open for at least a week longer.
It would not be good for biz for sure. I said some crazy shit on the Evolve page, and they cut it up. And then all my friends saw it. They're like, "Dude, why are you acting so human?"
Yeah.
I was like,
PG.
Yeah. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Hey, man.
I was like, "Jesus Christ, they ruined me."
had to edit that one.
Oh, did you edit that one?
Not me, no.
Of
But I
course
had
not.
to moderate the language. Yeah, sorry, man.
Don't be sorry. Part of the brand. Evolve. Fake news.
Community, community.
So what? Wait, actually, that's fun for you. Just lying on the couch doing nothing.
Right now it is.
You don't watch
because
TV.
I don't have cable. I don't even have Netflix.
You think? What do you do?
Oh, I read.
But you lie on the couch sometimes and do nothing.
So my day to day right now
Okay.
is working at a gym 7 days a week.
From like sometimes 5.
Sometimes open all the way to
Opens
close.
what time, 5?
5 a.m. to 11 p.m. Sometimes. Lately.
What the fuck, man?
But lately it's been better. My staff, my coworkers have been amazing. They like really stepped up. They actually sometimes force me to like go home. So they've been nothing but blessings.
Yeah, probably because you're like half asleep or you're dying.
I
or
actually
you're
fell
dead.
asleep watching the security camera one time. But anyways, lately I'm still there probably from 10 a.m. to like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. sometimes. So I'm still doing 12-hour days, and then I'll wake up,
Rookie
do some
numbers.
work on the computer. When I get home, I do some work on the computer. So that's why like just laying on the couch or reading is fun right now because, you know,
That's your time.
not that work isn't fun. Like I see you there, I see all the members happy, I see people working out. Like that's fun to me, and which is why I don't mind being there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like for my own me time at the moment, literally eating and laying on the couch, like grabbing bubble tea with some friends. Like that's
Wow.
That's all I could ask for.
And then, do you ever? Do you live by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever get lonely?
No.
Huh?
That's a yes and a no.
Okay.
Yes before, no, not anymore. I moved here. So the whole dating thing, I moved here for work.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sacrifice like the last 10 years for a relationship that could potentially not derail, because at the end of the day the onus is on me, but my priorities could shift. And I really wanted to make this happen, so that's why the whole relationship thing, like, yeah.
But why do you see relationship
background.
as a possible derail? I mean, anything is possible to derail, but why a
True.
relationship is such a... Because it's so much time commitment?
It is a lot of effort to make a relationship work. Communication and
Yeah.
effort, I think, in general, is needed. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter how long you've been in a relationship.
But we do so well. I'm sorry, keep going.
Yeah. So, to give, let's say, I can't give 100% effort here and then 100% effort there. It's like 80-20, 50-50, right? It's never 100 each way. And I feel that it's a disservice to the other person. Sorry, I'm boring you.
No.
It's a disservice to the other partner because, I'm not really giving them any attention or, love or anything like that. So and there probably will be times where someone will be like, oh, I understand. Like, this is what you're doing. But
Yeah.
then when it starts affecting them, and especially if they're not this business person themselves, they don't really understand. So
Wow.
relationships, kind of, back burner.
I guess it's just not a huge importance to you, right?
Not at the moment, no.
But, okay, so you said before you used to feel lonely?
Yeah.
When you first
Um,
moved here, or just always? Or?
No, this was like probably either depression or prior to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, what is it? How did you...
I don't know.
Good
I
old-
don't remember where it switched. I
Uh-huh.
just remember one day things switched.
Were you living by yourself before your mom passed? Or with her?
I was.
Oh.
I was. Depends when. I was and I wasn't. So I lived by myself. How far are we going back here?
Wherever you want to go.
Well, I lived by myself.
Mhm.
I moved. So after I finished high school there, I moved back to Alberta, and then I moved out on my own. I was a brief period of homeless.
Wow.
I slept in my car, which I can't really say I'm homeless because at least I had a car. It wasn't a nice car, but I had a car.
Yeah.
And then I moved back. I finally lived on my own. My grandparents lived with me
Okay.
after that. And then I lived on my own again after that because they needed their space, two different things. So here and there, yeah.
So that feeling of loneliness is just...
I think that's just due to growing up
Hmm.
alone, because how I mentioned, I'd be at home alone. My mom would be in school, after school work, whatever. I'd be alone. I'd see her. I wouldn't even see her. I'd be in bed before she even gets home, and then the only time I'd see her is when I wake up before school. And so growing up like that with not having someone around, that book that I read, How to Like Love, it shows you the dynamic of that motherly and fatherly love and how it affects you. Not saying it did, but you learn a lot, right?
So what was some things patterns you saw in your life? Or
Well, the loneliness, because you yearn for a love, from a parental love, and you don't get that as a kid, and then you go I've lived longer with my grandparents than I did with my mom.
yeah.
So just put it that way. And so, you move around a lot. You're always friends aren't really long term. Fortunately for me, I've always had 5 really close ones throughout the years. But I think it's something within, probably, that, and then just one day I'm like, okay, I'm not really feeling that feeling anymore, that empty feeling.
Do you feel like you're very comfortable with yourself right now?
I think more comfortable than I ever was before. It's a growing process, every day.
What are 3 things that you just really like about yourself? You just love about yourself?
Oh, you're asking a Chinese guy that.
Yeah.
that won't admit anything. I don't really. That's probably something I can't answer.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's too deep?
I wouldn't say it's too deep. I just don't know what it would be.
when you peel back all the layers of what you've helped build here and what you've been through, is there any things that you're just like, you can look in the mirror and be like, I'm very proud of myself that I'm like this? Or
Oh, well, I can't say I'm proud of myself for that. Like I said, I learned it from my mom. She ingrained it in me.
you're a very resilient person. Yeah.
So I don't think I would have gone this far or, gone through the treatments and all these other things if I was, resilient.
Hmm.
So it's a lot of mental fortitude for some of those days. Yeah.
So you can't really picture many things that you can say to yourself that you're very proud of?
Proud of something would be something that you've done yourself. Like a lot of things, I was born this way, so I can't say,
Hmm.
I can't take credit for a lot of things. The gym just opened. Jobs, it's really like preseason.
Mhm.
Job's not finished. I can't
Mhm.
say I'm proud of it when we haven't even made the playoffs or even won a championship. You know what I'm saying? So, I know I've had people tell me like that mentality is probably not the best because
Okay.
you're never satisfied.
Uh-huh.
But we literally just opened. I can't say I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the team. I'm proud of my coworkers
Hmm.
because they've done such an amazing job. But for myself, it's like it's not there yet.
I just want to know what Carrie is proud of Carrie about that's not about the gym.
Oh, personal life? Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
Just like as a person. If I were you, I'd be fucking proud that you're so respectful of just like other people.
well, I don't know. I think that should just be normal human behavior.
If not always.
I'm grateful. I don't know if I'd say I'm proud, but I'm grateful.
Mm-hmm. What do you like on the days that you don't want to do work? How do you get yourself to do it?
I don't know if I've had those days.
Oh wow, you always want to.
I wouldn't say I'm always want to, but it's just I have to. I need to.
Why do you need to?
I get to. It's,
I get to.
It's, again, you do your work.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm assuming you enjoy doing.
Wasn't always. Now I love it.
Right.
Are you kidding me? What the fuck are we doing? This is crazy.
So there were days, right?
There was years of not wanting to do it.
Oh.
And then
But you still did it.
It's when I learned. That's when I learned that holy fuck, if I'm so privileged that I have a job that could possibly be something that, like, you sign up for a job like what I do, so you can say to people, I play for work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it started like that,
Mhm.
and then I think for me, it was to fill like a void of not being very secure with myself. And I learned, especially in just the culture of the internet that we've been currently at for a while, it's like, I struggle a lot, or I used to struggle so much with like who I am as a man, like masculinity, huge struggle. So like men have to work, it has to be work. So it didn't matter that I was doing things for 12 hours a day. To me, if it felt fun, it didn't count as work.
Yeah.
Because I think I saw my dad grow up fucking 3 jobs every day, come home miserable.
Yeah.
Fuck, I gotta get back. Gotta put food on the table, gotta get back. Right? Like, oh, let's go. Right? I see him come home, he gets his one little beer,
Mm-hmm.
kokanee. And then fucking pass out, wake up, 4 a.m., go back to it, job 1, come back, job 2, job 3. And then I'm like, I think I almost had a resentment towards the privilege that I have.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of resentment toward the privilege that I have, and I still do a little bit. Like I was, especially when I started doing this as work, I saw a stable income come in, and I was like, I don't fucking deserve this, because there's guys out there fucking pulling steel bars over their head right now,
Yep.
right, and trying to put food on their plate. So I think, and because I thought that you had to feel suffrage to be a man, and you had to feel pain to build yourself or whatever, I would slowly turned every aspect of this job into something I didn't like.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'd come back and like we'd script videos, and I would be sitting there in so much stress, like fuck, if the numbers don't hit, if the script isn't good, I'd be freaking, like it was It was very stressful.
Mm.
But then, yeah.
It's a lot for me. This is all new. I actually,
Yeah.
you're probably the first person I've met or
Mhm.
know that are in this field.
Mm.
And so to know about the intricacies, like the background that people don't see,
Some
because they
weird
see
stuff.
that perception, right? But they don't
Yeah.
know what's actually happening.
I think as a content creator, I've been through a lot of the different phases.
Yeah.
Of doing it purely for fun, doing it to try to make a business out of it, doing it to chase the YouTube fame, doing it by learning every different style of editing and trying to edit to keep an audience retention. I think I've tried everything, and what I have come to learn is, I mean, maybe I'll change my mind as I get older. What I'm currently at is like, if you are privileged enough to be able to do this for a job,
Mm-hmm.
like you might as well make yourself like it. You only have one life. So
Yeah.
that's why I ask you, like, how do you go to work every single day? Right? I was fully expecting you to come over. I was going to ask you this, and I almost expected you to be like, holy shit, like, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing this? But now I see it, that I can tell you just love it. So, like, now, for example, I had to get over the fact that filming is work, and I can honor it as work. And sometimes we'll be out filming for 12 hours a day. And although it's fun as fuck, now I have the balance of being proud that it is work, and it might, like, be helpful to some people and some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But also the gratefulness that I can do it. Like, it's fucking dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just very lucky right now, but there's almost nothing I do in my day that I don't enjoy.
That's good,
Very
man.
lucky.
That's good.
So fortunate.
It's like all the little things, all the big things and all the little things.
Yeah. It's just like for the things I don't want to do, like money, I hate money. I hate it. It scares me. I don't know exactly what to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it as a tool. I used to the worst is I think when you look at money as a flex or look at it as a status symbol, right? I think that just kills your mental.
Yeah, money's like, I think money magnifies certain personalities, good or bad.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I'm the same way. I really don't like to do money things with other people because, things come out that you're like, okay.
Oh, I meant that in terms of like I have somebody who handles
Oh.
almost all the money for
Well.
me because they love. It's my buddy Tanner who does all the business stuff. He loves money and business. I'm not saying he loves money. Like he makes a. I'm not even gonna say it, but he makes whatever, and he like barely spends any money. He's the most frugal fucker I know.
He's an accountant?
Huh?
He's an accountant?
No, he's our business manager.
Okay.
He, like, for him, talking to a team to get, like, that cookbook up, to get, like, the cookbook out and get, like, we're trying to start a clothing brand right now.
Yep.
Because I don't know. He's also one of my best friends, so it's very hard for me to appreciate other dudes. There's a block. But I can't say it to him face to face, but I'm so grateful that I have somebody who loves that side as much as I love the making
You got a
videos.
good team.
But yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's the thing is if you're not strong in something, you bring on someone who is.
Yeah, I'm very not strong in it. No passion toward it.
That's
It's-
good. It's fine.
So I just don't do it. And it took a lot of having to rewire the brain to allow myself to do that.
Was he the one who's like, yeah, you can go buy that Camaro?
Fuck no, I didn't have him then. I didn't have him then. If I had him then, he'd slap me in the face. And I'd be like, no, it's my money, man. Like, this is what I save, not the business. And I still buy it, and fuck.
It's like, it's not in the budget, Damien.
I don't, oh, dude, at the time, it was so not in the budget. Oh my fucking, at the time, it was like 1/3 of all my money.
Oh,
Maybe
man.
40%.
Damn. That's a big purchase.
I don't regret it at all. It was a great lesson.
You learned something, yeah.
I sat there, wrapped around a tree, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
Oh,
jeez.
fuck.
man. Thank God I'm not going down this path. But
And you just walked out of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
completely unscathed. And I was so angry at myself that I didn't feel grateful for not being hurt.
wow.
Right? I was like, Jesus Christ, why is my first instinct getting out of the car and thinking about that chick who cheated on me? That was my first instinct.
Wow.
I got out of the car, I looked at my car. Call this whatever you want. Some people call this very soft, but I stood out, got out of the ditch, crawled up, looked at my car, single tear fell, and all I'm thinking about is that girl who cheated on me. I'm just thinking, like, if she was here right now, she'd be laughing. She'd be like, Jesus, you're such a bitch. And that hurt so bad. It was fun.
Man.
It was weird.
You describing that, it honestly makes a really great Camaro commercial with country music. That's because that's what it is.
You'll love it so much. You'll miss her when she's gone.
Because every country music is about booze, your car, and your girl.
Yeah.
And it's in a Camaro or a truck.
Whoa, that's probably why I love country music so much. I love country music. It's my favorite. What's your favorite genre? You're an R&B guy, I can tell.
I like everything.
Yeah.
Like-
you like R&B.
I like R&B.
know. Yeah.
I like throwbacks. Country, some of the older country, like George Strait and Garth Brooks, like older.
Oh, okay.
But I listen to, like, I've been to jazz concerts, like everything, right?
Yeah.
It all sounds amazing.
To me, it's crazy. Like,
Appreciation of musicianship.
so you have a Spotify.
Account, yeah.
Whoa.
Why is that too
No
new?
social. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay,
I
no.
find it pretty, like, I'm actually sitting across somebody who doesn't know social stuff at all, which is awesome. I can just tell you have a more love for life, right?
I'm trying. I'm not, like,
Sure.
you know.
Do you know how bad it is? Do you know how bad it is, like, around kids my age? Like, how actually fucked it is? Like, can you conceptualize that there's kids out there that watch
can.
an hour or two of porn a day and, like, do all this shit, right? Like, it's...
The social. So you mentioned you find that, like, social behavior and interactions interesting. I do too.
Mm.
And just, like, how I think I've lived through the generations where it's like no phone, computer, then the early beginnings of a phone and, like, dial-up computer,
Mhm.
and then now, like, instant communication.
Yeah.
And so how it used to be calling the landline and it's like, hey, can I Damien come out to play?
Yeah.
To, like, hey, calling you and be like, hey, we're gonna meet so and so at 6 p.m. on this day, and you just kind of expect them to show up.
Yeah.
To now it's like, what's your Snapchat? Or
Yeah.
send me, FaceTime me. Like, it's crazy, man. I feel so old just saying that.
No, but a lot of people around my age, like, we grew up with it, so it's just such the norm.
Oh.
It's crazy. Like, it's bred a lot of... There's a whole movement, especially... Like, because this channel that this is going on is like it's like a mental health talk channel. It's called Illegal Therapy, right? Like, so we just talk about... I talk about issues that I think of. So it's more catered toward people my age, usually.
Right.
Do
Do you still call people?
Of course. I only call. I don't like
Okay.
texting because I'm too lazy. It's so much... My fingers are thick.
But, like, when you meet people, they're like, oh, what's your Instagram?
and I
or, like,
say
I mean
I
Instagram.
say I use it for work.
Yeah.
Because
Instagram.
I feel bad that I'm not going to follow them back.
Yeah.
I will not.
Where, well, yeah. And so I'm like, usually before it's like, what's your phone number? Right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what's your Instagram? I'm like, I don't use Instagram. I don't want, why do you want my Instagram anyways?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
You know?
Well, I'm not only just that, but, like, there's a whole social media ecosystem of how... I wish I could transfer the knowledge of how fucked it is into your head, because I feel like your brain would explode.
No, I get it because I feel that a lot of people ask for the Instagram because they kind of want to see
But it's so much more than just
follower
asking
count,
for the Instagram, man.
like what you're doing. Like they want to see maybe the clout. Like I have no idea.
Dude, it's to the point where I literally have this channel is to teach people to get off that stuff and whatever, and still, like, I am the most cognizant person my age about this stuff, and I still wake up every fucking morning, and, like, I will accidentally click on going through people's stories on Instagram and Instagram Reels. Like, I will not even be conscious that I'm doing it until it's done. Like, it sucks you in like crazy. It's
I would
insane.
say that's a bit unhealthy, but that's just me.
Oh, it's disgustingly
Yeah,
unhealthy.
yeah.
I have to, like, obviously it's not every day, but especially when I first started doing, it's called, like, I don't know, we call it, like, self-improvement stuff, which is crazy that now, whatever. But when I started it, dude, my God, I was on genuinely, like, some sort of social something, either watching stuff or consuming or, like, not even producing for, like, up to 8 hours a day.
Holy.
Whoa, yeah. And then I tried to go cold turkey for a while and stuff, and that was tough. It's
like an addiction, man.
it's an addiction that you don't even notice.
Yeah.
Because it's, especially around my age, you don't notice this addiction because everybody is doing it, you know? And it's not really stigmatized.
Yeah, and people just posting things because they want other people to see.
It's more than, it's
That's
like...
that's
hard-
validation.
yeah, it was more even than that. It's like in school growing up, because we grew up with these things already.
Yeah.
It's the norm. It's you're so weird if you don't.
Yeah.
People who don't have an Instagram, people who don't, are weird as fuck, and
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, I get that all the time. You don't have Facebook? You're weird.
But the
You don't drink coffee? Well, yeah, I'm weird.
Isn't that interesting though? That like nowadays that's weird, and like it's more normal. That I guarantee, the people around my age, especially in the Western culture that can afford phones, like 99% of those guys wake up and the first thing they do is on social media.
Yeah, on your phone.
Because it targets, in my opinion, it targets the primal human need for connection, right? That's what it does, and then if you, once you get used to it a couple times, yeah,
Yeah.
so good on ya.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I stuck to my resolution. Yeah, you know, it never happens.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What do you have any things that you big struggle with mentally? If it, like something that's just like a pressing thing in life.
That I struggle with?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing I can think of.
Cool. That's great.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying that because I don't want to share it. Just
Yeah.
nothing really comes to mind.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty. I wouldn't say I'm happy, but I'm grateful.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Would you say that's
Things
kind
are-
of the
things are
secret?
good.
Is gratitude? Is that the secret now to life?
I think gratitude's a big part of being happy in life.
Hmm.
Because what is it? It could always be worse.
Hmm.
So, you know, I deal with like all these little things from the gym. You know, kind of just gym BS.
Like those guys filming. Fuck, I hate those guys. It's
Uh,
crazy.
But it could be worse. I could not have the gym, or I
Huh.
could not have members. I could not be here. Like it could always be worse, right? So it's just I think I'm fine. I say it like I'm not fine.
Do you feel buried kind of in life? Because if I was working your schedule, I would feel like I'm just going through the motions, like a zombie.
Dude, the last 2 months of construction
Yeah.
and the first month of opening.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. I you hear stories of people, maybe like celebrities or just hardworking but known public figures,
Mhm.
and then they get admitted to the hospital for exhaustion or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I get that. I understand because they're on set for 16, 24-hour days for like shooting for whatever, or they're doing this or flying here and there, doing like 100 concerts in 110 days, you know, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I totally get it, man. I was like so done. I almost wanted to kind of check in and kind of step away, get an IV drip or something.
Yeah. Wow.
That was rough. So yeah, I kind of get it, but you know, another day. New day.
Do you think it's possible to become? Well, what is your definition of success first?
Success?
Yours.
Well, for me,
Yeah.
success is food on the table,
Okay.
family, health.
Okay. Well, do you think it's possible to get to what society deems as successful?
So that's like 1%. That's what society
Sure.
thinks.
Okay. Sure. Let's say it's 1%. Do you think it's possible to become? And this is so fucked for me to ask because I really like recently in some of the videos I'd be really trying to get people out of the mindset of getting to the 1% because there's a whole movement online in this self-improvement space about if you're a guy and you're not in the 1%, you're fucked. It's like a whole thing like girls will never like you. You'll never have a good mental health. It's really toxic. I think it's like you're a fucking failure if you're not in the 1%. But just for
who's to tell you that you're not successful?
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm trying to preach is like success I think should be deemed by you.
Exactly.
But we're going to throw all that bullshit out the window and think to get to the top 1%, do you think it is possible to get to that top 1% not going through that whole exhaustion and actually just purely loving it? Because that's what the thing is, I preach that now to balance love it,
Yeah.
but I look back at when I started and it was like that. It was fucking exhausting.
I listened to some podcasts.
Okay.
There's one I listened to. You ever listen to How I Built This? NPR promoting a different podcast here, but They
From my new
talk. He
podcast.
talks to other CEOs that
Okay.
for the love of their business, but he talks about how they got there.
Mm.
And all of them, even though they love the business, they went through like a grind. A lot
Yeah.
of them went through near bankruptcy. A lot of them
Yeah.
went through, so they've all been through that at some point.
Yeah.
So I feel that you can get to the 1%, but you still need to put in the work. Because opportunities only come when you're prepared and you're like putting in the effort.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought about that listening to you talking. I'm like, dude, I've been preaching like that you can get there without. I'm like, but I look back and I'm like, am I even lying? Because I look back at what I did and I fucking grinded.
There's
Shit
no
was tough.
right or wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to give you a PG answer, but there's
No, that's true. There's no
everybody's
right or wrong.
different. Every path is different. Some work for others, some don't. Just from it's like what's that test when I tell you a red car and then the next day all you see is red cars.
Mm.
So maybe because I listen to these podcasts, all it tells me is like David Goggins put in the work.
Yeah.
The CEO is like you got to grind, you got to put so that's what I hear and that's what I see and that's what I do.
Mm. And what does that say about you? Thinking the David Goggins
I'm just
mentality.
a follower.
Fuck. That's all. You're a janitor and a follower.
Yeah.
Does it fire you up listening to stuff like that? gonna
That's
grind
pretty
today.
motivating
Yeah.
for sure, because it like you hear them going through maybe things that are worse, and you're
Mhm.
like, I can do it too, like
Yeah. Do you set like benchmarks for goals for the business, or like how does it work?
oh yeah, for sure. We
Okay.
definitely have goals in mind.
What is it more
because
centered
there is
around?
still-
How does it work?
Operational needs. There's still
Yeah.
a growth mindset because we want to be able to have the service for more people, right?
Yeah, okay.
You have to on the business side. There's certain things we have to do to get there.
What's the dream, brother? Before you leave this earth, what would you like to see happen Or there's
for
no
this
ceiling.
business or just for myself?
for this business, and for yourself too?
Wow, I just want to be healthy, man.
Okay.
I just want to be healthy.
You just want to eat
enjoy
food
life.
and
Yeah.
enjoy food. And,
Yeah, spend time with family. Like, that's for me. Like, that's what I want. But for the business, of course, we want it to be more readily available in other communities, indigenous communities where there's not so much of these services around. Like,
Mhm.
we want it to be everywhere.
This would go crazy in the residential farm. This gym would go crazy, man.
Yeah, it's just treatment and training, and it's like it benefits everyone.
Yeah.
So
That's a good mindset. So, but like, is there I don't know. You know Christian Guzman?
I've seen him online. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because he's a gym business owner.
Alpha Elite?
Oh, don't pretend you don't know it. Yeah, Alpha Elite, but his gym is called Alpha Land.
Okay.
I went there in Texas. It's ridiculous. It's
I've seen the video. It's like
Yeah.
a big warehouse.
Ish,
Ish? Like airport hangar?
3 or 4 gyms together. Yeah.
Holy shit.
I don't know if there's a pool now,
Yeah.
but I think I don't know if they did or they didn't, but
It's like a
um
mecca.
oh yeah. It's like he wanted to make the Disneyland of gym.
Crazy.
Like there's pop-up shops inside. It's crazy. They have
Oh.
every single second day there's like an event. So like, oh, it's like we have a CrossFit trainer coming and teach a whole class, or like, oh, we're doing our energy drinks are going to be like a whole event, like a slip and slide or some
Yeah.
crazy shit, right? It's
That's
very
fun.
gimmicky. It's lots of fun. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
It's better than you expect when you go there. I'm promoting some other dude's shit right now. I don't
Yeah.
care. It's sick.
Yeah.
But he and a lot of gym owners, whoa, I'm coming full circle now. Him and a lot of gym owners were extremely motivational for me as a kid.
Mm.
I'd watch them and their mindset, they're so killers. Like, so I don't know, you remind me a little bit of him in the aspect of like the work. Cause so I know a decent amount of gym owners who are friends with him.
Mm.
And when he was especially building the Alpha Land, right, his biggest project, and also his clothing brand's done over $100 million a year in
Yeah, it's
revenue.
amazing.
It's crazy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So he's in it, but the people that knew him personally that I talked to said that sometimes he's like a zombie.
Yeah.
Like he is so overworked. Like sometimes he'll sleep 30 minutes a day, 2 hours a day for days on end, like never catch up. And then when they see him in person, he's like a different human being because of that.
I can't even compare myself to that because he's not only building a gym, he has his social media presence and he's building a brand. I'm not
That's
even
fucked up.
I'm not even doing all that. you know.
Nobody says you have to or you want to.
But, see, that's why I can't say I'm anything special, because you have guys like these doing
Sure, but why do
3
you
times.
why do you compare and say that he's better? Maybe societally he's better, in the social
I
standard.
didn't say he was better, but I just say, like, for me, how I view myself, it's like,
Yeah.
I feel like, again, job's not finished. It's just,
Okay.
there's still more to do.
You just reminded me of where I was trying to get to. So his slogan is, when I was a kid, I would jerk to this. I'm like, oh, that's so sick. But it's proud but never satisfied. I think. Right. So he's, and then I, when I was a kid, I really felt that. And I don't want to say I lost that now. Like I'm pretty. Maybe it's a bad mentality. Maybe it's kind of limiting now. But I am pretty satisfied with a lot of things. I think like I'm pretty fulfilled. I'm pretty fucking happy. But do you what do you think about that? Not being. Are you like that?
I feel fulfilled.
Okay.
Yeah.
But do you feel like you're never satisfied with the job?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
see.
say I'm a perfectionist,
Yeah.
but I'm some shinist. Like there's some
Yes,
perfection
shinist.
I look for, because I don't know. It's like I'll be just walking through the gym,
Yeah.
and okay, this could be done. I have to move this. I have to put this away. I have to clean
Yeah.
this, even though it's just done, or like it actually isn't that noticeable. So I feel like there's always something that I need to, could do better. It's just the way I am.
And so
Yeah.
I go back and ask, like, you don't know what the end product is. There's no big, huge benchmark, maybe in 10 years or something where you want it. 8
the-
locations here. What does it look like?
Oh, we definitely have goals.
Oh, jeez. Okay. That was a scary way to say some crazy shit.
No,
We definitely have goals.
no, we have goals.
Mm-hmm.
The intention is to build it out.
More locations?
Yep. There's
Cool.
other areas in this, not just BC, but into the States.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't really dive into it, but yeah.
What would be the selling point? Oh, actually, yeah, I guess the physio part. That's what would beat other gyms, eh?
It's quite interesting, especially wellness in the States. It's more densely
Mm.
populated.
Are there any gyms in the States that do the same thing with a physio inside the gym? I know there's barbershops and gyms there.
Yeah, there are. I think there are some states with kind of the same gym set, because we look at our suppliers and we see where our equipment is being sent to, so we know there's
Yeah.
a need for it. But-
Oh, okay.
and these are conversations that we definitely have.
Yeah.
We go to the developer conferences to chat with all the community developers and
Yeah.
big property developers.
So if there's 100 Evolve locations in 10 years, are you satisfied? Are you more? World domination.
That's not really for me, man. Like, I just do it purely for the what is it?
Giving back to what
Yeah.
you got.
The how it affects other people around them.
Yeah.
Right. If we have 10 locations, whatever. If we just have the one, I'm fine. Like,
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
it's not really about that, but at the same time, if I want more people to have access to these services for better healthcare, for better wellness, then we have to grow.
Mm.
And I think the model and the
Mhm.
mindset has to change a bit, because as we touched on earlier, that archaic competitor, like I'm against you model, needs to
Yeah.
change. It's definitely more collaborative. And then also the way gym models are these days.
Yeah.
It's great and all for like maybe the cheap budget gym, but for the actual practitioner in the space, or the trainer in the space, or the member, they don't really get the full value.
I
You
see.
know.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're trying. I wouldn't say we're disrupting space, but we're just trying to offer another option that we feel is better.
So the gym's selling point is it's the only gym you'll find, especially here, that also includes like health and wellness, like physio stuff. And
I don't think we're the only gym.
oh, really?
I know.
I don't know enough
We're not
about gyms.
We're not that innovative. Like I'm
Really?
sure there's other
Oh,
gyms that
shit.
have it.
Why do you think it's become so successful that you poached every gym goer from every other
Yeah,
gym
gym.
without even going up? to
Time
them?
out. I didn't poach anyone. But
I poached people for you.
I think it's just the community. Because like, why else would people want to come?
I'll tell you why. Because I saw it looked fucking sick. I was like, you guys have better equipment. But like, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I didn't know what the community was going to be like. I would have left if it was
So-
lame, but
For you, because you know the equipment.
yeah.
But for, let's say, the regular person, or
It looks
not,
so
not
clean.
regular person, but for a person who's never been into a gym,
I think they would rather go here.
they wouldn't even know what a Leico, or they wouldn't
Sure.
even know what it is.
I forgot to mention that shit. Because everything's a Leica. That's crazy, bro. Anyways, but it looks cooler. Like on social media, it looks the most clean gym.
It's definitely the most aesthetic gym out of all the locations.
Yeah, it has a great balance of aesthetics. White,
Yeah.
like bright lights,
Mm-hmm.
green turf.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
We did it a little differently for BC.
Okay.
It was a gamble,
Mm-hmm.
but
Which
people
part?
seemed
The
to like
green
it.
turf?
Just being more, incorporating more wellness in design. Because if you look at our locations, it's not so much like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, these are the most important questions to end off, which is why Techno Gym? Why is the equipment Techno Gym? Come on, man.
What's wrong with Techno Gym?
Fuck. Oh my God. What's wrong with Techno Gym? Well, first off, Gary, every piece of equipment you have to adjust your body in a different position to get the perfect squeeze. You know, like that single arm plate loaded row is way too high. What am I, 8 feet tall? Okay.
But you have the option to adjust, don't you?
Even at the tallest, I cannot do it.
Really?
Maybe I'm a midget. But why not Arsenal or those? Like, you have the best powerlifting equipment. Why did you get Techno Gym for
I would say
bodybuilding?
to each your own, man.
Huh?
Some people really love the Techno Gym stuff. We love it.
What did you want that side to be? The bodybuilding side? What do you consider in your head? Because the gym split into 3 quadrants: powerlifting, the turf, and then the bodybuilding.
That's the perception.
That's my perception.
Yeah,
That's
but it's supposed
my
to be
dream.
strength. Turf is like the community space,
Yeah.
stretching mobility space,
And then?
the equipment side. That's really it. And then everyone converges into the middle and makes us.
But there's so many other companies. Arsenal, Nautilus, and you chose Techno Gym.
I like Techno Gym. What's wrong with that?
The handles are thick. Like, come on, like smaller handles, better pump.
Hey man,
You know.
subjective.
Who else likes the Techno Gym?
We
Gary,
got a lot of
please?
members that love Techno Gym.
Okay, fine. I won't debate on that again. No, whatever. Even more important though, where's the boxing bag?
Oh, it's coming.
No, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I told you it was coming.
I thought Matt didn't want it, right?
Who? Mike?
Mike. Shit. Sorry, Mike.
Well, it's not so much that we didn't want it. It's just finding room for it.
Yes.
So-
You're not lying about
No,
this.
I'm not lying. So, I think I figured out where it'll go. We'll probably go in that corner where
yeah.
by the water fountain. We'll probably go in that corner.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh
and
my
then those
God.
other 2 units will go closer to the turf. Yeah.
Do you know how great of a? That's how you keep a happy customer. I'm not leaving now. I will sleep there.
Yeah, but you have to wait though,
How long?
because we have to wait till the other pieces of equipment come. Probably like a month or 2.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, we just gotta find space, man. It's not like I can make more space. We just have the space we have.
You can cut out the Techno Gym stuff. I'm sorry. Oh, that's hype. Just one?
Just one. I don't have space.
For hanging or standing?
It's standing.
Okay,
Like
yeah,
it's
that makes sense.
it's hang off a
Ah.
what is it called? A frame.
Mm.
Because I can't hang it off 40-foot ceilings.
Is it a heavy bag, long bag? What does it look like? I'm just trying to juice
It's
up right now.
it's the heavy bags, like the long heavy bags.
Fuck. Yes.
Yeah.
So cool.
There's always the guy that's shadowboxing the gym.
No, I hate those guys. Douchebags. Okay, sick. Before we finish off, that sounds weird. Wow. Everything's a sexual innuendo.
In your community?
No, just in my mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's
You ever see me just
actually-
like laughing at your? That's one thing I'll say about the gym that I don't like is that sometimes I want to go to the gym and feel sorry for myself and sad and cry
Yeah.
and get really deep in my head. But then the community is so nice there
Yeah.
that like halfway through I have to laugh.
They're a great
It
community,
actually
man.
pisses me off.
It's a great community.
Like, I'm not joking. I like the day after I got dumped, I walked over to the gym.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna fucking PR. I'm so angry.
Yeah.
And I see all the guys, and then it just became laughs.
Wait, this was recently?
Yeah, it was like 4 weeks ago, a month ago. I don't know.
When I talked to you.
I don't know if you were there.
Yeah,
that time.
you told me you got yeah, you did tell me about a breakup.
Oh, it was before that. Though.
Oh, okay.
It was just like one day I came in and I was like fucking down horrendous, like so brutal. I see the staff members and I start laughing. Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
I see the boys there. Yeah, that's the issue. You don't have a space for guys to hate themselves.
The
like
punching
West
bag.
Coast and
The punching bag.
it would still be too nice. Like if I really want to hate myself, I know the gyms to go to.
Okay.
That's an issue I have. I'm a gym whore. I have different memberships.
Yeah, you do, man. You've been around the block.
Yours is the only gym I think I have an actual membership with. Everyone else is a punch pass.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Thanks, man.
See, it's like I'm loyal,
yeah.
you know,
Somehow.
but I need my fix.
So you have
sometimes.
like your side gyms.
Yes, I have my side gyms
Yeah.
because if I sleep with my side gyms,
Yeah.
I'll come back to your gyms with more gratitude.
So I'm the steak. I'm the medium rare steak that you made.
Yes.
But then you have your appetizer on the side.
Yes. And I need to. That's dating wrapped in 2024.
Yeah.
Crazy. Do you have any anything you want to? I don't. I'm bad at ending things, like relationships.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Scary.
No, man, I appreciate you. First of all. Appreciate
you.
meeting you. But I don't know, being so nice, inviting me. You like constantly offer me clothes. I'm like, no.
Yeah, and it pisses me off. I'm like, what? This guy doesn't want my clothes? What? Do I smell bad? Jesus Christ.
Are they new or used?
No, give me new clothes. Bro.
But no, it's amazing. I think now that I'm coming into this space
Okay.
more, I'm more open to sharing it because I do like we mentioned earlier, I do see how it can help some of people.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I'm still quite a private person, so.
Yeah, what made you okay with like? I know you're super private. What made you okay in sharing your entire life story like that?
Well, you told me that you're doing the whole mental wellness thing.
Yeah.
And I remember we having that chat. So I don't know. I don't think there's really any value that I can provide, but thought I'd jump on and just chat with you.
Cool. Well, you also chatted with at least like 1,000 people watching.
It's like 6 people. You said only 6 people. Watching
There will
this.
be at least 6. Yes.
Oh,
there
shit.
will be at least 6. I promise there will be 6.
Okay.
Fucking hope. What do I title this, man? Like, you know, like I don't know how much money you make. I don't know anything. Like I was gonna clickbait the fuck out of it, like multi-billionaire. Fucking
Dude,
talks about his.
I'm pretty sure my staff make more money than me.
Yeah, maybe. Actually, probably.
The owner always gets paid last.
Do I have permission to use your dark trauma in the title for your clickbait?
I do what you need to do, man. I don't care.
Well, just get more people to watch.
Yeah. If I get canceled, I get canceled.
If you get canceled for having cancer, I think there's more of a problem with the fucking internet.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ. Seriously, thank you.
That's all good.
I really appreciate it. That was awesome.
Anytime.
This was the best date I've had in a while.
I mean, I feel honored that you would even invite me onto this because I'm a nobody.
Okay,
I'm not
we're done
famous.
here. This guy fucking.